Hello everybody. Today, we will have a chat about the future of our most favorite Canadian show, Heartland. As it's in life, in our opinion, the children are the true future of Heartland. In fact, since the recent departures from the series caused it to lose its mojo, and people started to leave the fandom with the demand for something new, we believe the children of Heartland can be the ones that save the series from this seemingly inevitable road to failure. Yes, people are still highly fond of protagonists such as Amy and Lou since their story is far away from concluding. Nevertheless, the fact that we have been watching these characters for the past 15 years caused the show to understandably fall into the trap of repetitiveness. Especially with Lou, we got tired of seeing her in a will they, won't they situation with Peter. Although Amy's situation is a little bit more unique since she recently lost her husband, the rumors that the showrunners are working on coming up with a new love interest for her are making everything even worse than before. However, the children of the series might propose an alternative to the series at this point. When we say children, don't assume that we only talk about the kids like Lindy. We also talk about the older children of the character, such as Georgie, who already stepped into adulthood and has huge potential in shouldering the burden of the show. And yet, there is one minor issue. There is suspicion that she might be leaving Heartland soon. This suspicion is based on the fact that the character of Georgie is nowhere to be seen in Season 15 of the series. She wasn't in the trailer, she wasn't in the behind-the-scenes photos from the filming process, and she wasn't in any of the 3 released episodes so far. We only heard that she was in Florida, training for the Olympics, and that's it. Of course. It is comforting to hear something about her, rather than pretending as if she has never been in the series by ignoring the elephant in the room, which is her absence. Nevertheless, it's still bugging us the fact that she wasn't included in such a critical season for the fate of Heartland. Since the death of Ty in Season 14, the show is losing momentum while millions are boycotting the fact that Ty will no longer be in the series. It's understandable to see fans outrage, as much as they are, because Ty was an absolute fan favorite. He was the reason why many people were watching the show in the first place. Therefore, Season 14 is still being regarded as arguably the worst season of Heartland so far. Naturally, the showrunners are expected to roll up their sleeves to save the show. However, it seems like they are taking all the wrong steps in an attempt to achieve this aim rather than doing the obvious. For instance, as we mentioned in the beginning, there is a plan on having Amy a new love interest soon. Even though we get the purpose of this move, we believe it would make fans even angrier than before, as they wouldn't like to see Amy with any men other than Ty. It's obvious that the showrunners are in search of replacing Ty somehow, and we get it. Because Ty left a great void in the show, and it needs to be filled for the series to revive itself. And yet, in our opinion, the way to achieve this is not through Amy and her new boyfriend. On the contrary, we believe that it's time to make space for the younger generation, such as Georgie and Quinn. Georgie and Quinn are the perfect candidates for replacing the romance of Amy and Ty, which captivated millions for more than a decade. They are young, adorable, and already admired by the fans. Thus, there is no reason for them to be left outside instead of being utilized in a way that they will be rebranded as the new faces of Heartland. Especially Georgie, who is adored by every single fan, deserves more screen time at this point. Still, the showrunners prefer to waste her potential by keeping her in Florida at all times. In our opinion, this is because of missteps taken by the showrunners rather than Georgie preparing to leave the show. Alisha Newton, who is playing the part of Georgie, is remaining silent on the issue to this day. We believe that if she was planning to leave the show, her character would have faced a similar fate to Mallory's, in which she is presented as if she moved to somewhere far away from Canada with her boyfriend Quinn. And then Newton would have come up with a statement underlining that she is leaving the show for exploring the new venture. However, none of this happened. This means that Georgie will come back to the show with all of her glory soon. In fact, in our opinion, we will see a magical wedding ceremony that witnesses the marriage of Georgie and Quinn soon. The couple has been together for a long time now, and we know that they are madly in love. Thus, we don't see any negative developments in their future. What do you think of Georgie? Do you think she has the potential to be the new face of Heartland? Do you see Heartland as an already doomed show? Are you continuing to watch or still mad about the death of Ty? What about Georgie and Quinn? Do you think they will end up getting married? Do you see their romance as a possible candidate to replace the romance of Amy and Ty? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.